What's going on, peoples? I go by name the Sorcerer, and I'm here to give you a truth bomb, a harsh reality, a cold hearted truth. And this is something that I've had to experience when I had to go through my own spiritual activation. Not everyone is meant to wake up. I'm going to say that again. Not everyone is meant to wake up. And what do I mean by waking up? When we go through the phenomena that is coming to a spiritual awakening and coming to this realization that we go deeper into the truth, into the wisdom, the experiences that we have by actually going into our own understanding of spirituality and our relationship that is with Source. It is something that, yes, it's going to be very powerful for you, but that is something that not many people, and that maybe even your friends, family members, associates, they might not ever get it. That they can't themselves wake up into this awakening of spirituality. And this is a truth in regards to coming into that realization. And as you go into the energy of, go into that frequency, certain things within your life is ultimately going to change, especially when you go deep into the what they say is the rabbit hole, but it's you gaining more knowledge and you being closer to source. Certain things will change. Your relationships, your friendships, your viewpoints, just your energy as it is, isn't going to be the same again. And in some ways, this is something that you might have a resistance to initially. And through my experiences, there was resistance and then there was acceptance. And the moment you have acceptance from not only your understanding and many people's understanding that they may not be in your frequency, you shouldn't see it as a negative thought because you are in this journey and you're not meant to have those people who are not in your frequency to be in that journey with you. And that there is an acceptance from my side and eventually from your side that you are going to take this journey and go on with your voyage, and it's okay for them to leave at that specific time. And even when you go through deeper into your spirituality, there may be people that you are meeting along the way during a similar path, but at the same time, you may have different, uh, take different routes towards your destination. Now, my advice to anyone and everyone, because I can speak of my own experience, and A lot of my family members are completely different. I can accept that they're on their path and I am on mine, and that it's okay for us to not have the same viewpoints, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I myself feel any type of bad energies towards them or negative energies. I accept for what they are and they accept for who I am. And I feel very fortunate about that because not a lot of people go through the same similar path as I do. A lot of the times I've heard stories that the resistance has become so bad that the people that you have fought that had closer bonds with you that they can't accept it. Now, this is something that you have to be prepared with the resistance. And the resistance might be permanent on their side. My advice is go about learning what you want to do through your own truth. And that the people that are meant to be around you in terms of where you're going will always find a way, or even you, while you're ascending, people who share or similar frequencies as you will or may have a similar impact than what you felt before. You send them love if they resist, but the most important thing is you and how you are able to accept that not everyone is meant to be awoken, that not everyone is meant to wake up. And as long as you understand that cold hearted truth, then you'll be able to go and move without any heaviness as what you did before. Spirituality. I want to say this that often it is promoted in a way that has a lot of glitter. But this is part of spirituality, that it isn't all pretty, that part of your growth has growing pains, and this is part of the growing pain. Now, once we remove that type of expectations and accept that there are parts of ourselves that when we grow, there is going to be pain in that. But it's also going to make you stronger from this experience. And that initially, it may feel like it's chaos, but with you knowing that source has got to you, you are going to be guided and protected during your path. I hope this helps. I'm speaking from my thoughts, and I would appreciate if you could like, comment, support, subscribe. Okay? Sorcerer.